Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about psychology of starting over, why most people fail in January. So, most people don't fail at their New Year's resolutions because they lack motivation. They fail because they're trying to change behavior without changing their mindset. Every January, millions of people set new goals, diets, new workouts, new routines. But by February, most of them have fallen off, and there is a psychological reason behind it. And today, we're going to get into it. So, the first part is motivation versus discipline. A lot of people need to listen up to this one. Motivation is emotional and temporary. Discipline comes from identity and routine. Some bullet points I wrote is people wait to feel ready instead of showing up. Example, thinking of I'll start working out when I feel motivated, and it rarely happens. So, a tip I would like to suggest is build identity based on habits. I'm someone who works out rather than I want to work out. When we say I want to work out, when we write that down, guys, I feel like it's a want and we don't want to chase it. So, rather than saying I want to work out, say I'm someone who wants to work out. And also have a goal behind it. I want to reach 150 pounds, or I want to reach 130 pounds by blah blah blah. Then once you have that goal, then you're gonna write down how you want to get there. I feel a lot of people just write, oh, I want to lose weight. Girl, how are you gonna lose weight? What? Do something that you should get in the habit of, because if you just write down your goal, that's just writing down your goal. It's not actually, you're not putting anything in front of it. You're not actually wanting to chase that goal. It's just there. Then it's not going to be achieved. So, the second thing is your brain resets change. Your brain likes comfort. And I'm also going to be talking about that in another video. Even if your old habits are painful, they're familiar. They're trying to change fast to triggers resistance. So some bullet points are comfort zones feel safe, drastic goals often fail, small increment change works best. So a lot of people, we're going to go back to the last bullet point. A lot of people like to rush into things like, oh my god, like I'm going to work out and you know, it don't work like that. You gotta actually put in the time, put in the energy, and actually strive for this shit. Like, a lot of people nowadays just go to the gym for 1 day, 2 days, and say, okay, I took a picture that I showed that I went to the gym in the start of January. And it's just like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't work out at all if you're gonna do that. Respectfully. So, a tip that I have for you guys is focus on 1 to 2 tiny habits at a time. As I said, slow and steady wins the race. If you're really fast at things and, oh my god, like I want to lift this, it's like lifting weights. You're not gonna lift 100 pounds off the bat, babes. You're not gonna get that ass in a week, babes, because you just went to the gym in a week. And I feel like we have that mindset that everything comes fast. Our fast food comes fast. Amazon comes fast. Deliveries and shit, right? But if you're working on your body or your mental health, or you're trying to change your mindset, you have to do it at a slow pace. Especially if it's something new that is happening, right? Third is the illusion of big declarations. Posting goals online, buying journals. Why did they come for me? Because I did buy journals. What the fuck? Alright, anyways. Making vision boards, it feels productive, but it actually doesn't create change. Action over announcement. Consistency over intensity. Example, walking 10 minutes daily, planning a 5K that never happens. Small wins privately wires your brain. And okay, let's be honest. I did buy journals, right? I bought journals because it has been working for me last year. Let's get that straight, right? Journaling does not work for everybody. Therapy does not work for everybody. Working out doesn't work for everybody. So, what I'm saying is everyone has different goals, right? And if you actually want to create change, you would think about the things that actually would make you get to that finish line, right? We don't want to just work out because I want to have a good body, right? We want to work out because we want to stay healthy. We want to work out because it would clear our minds. We want to work out because it would, of course, change our appearance, but also make sure that we're confident in our own skin, right? We don't want to just do it because it looks good online. The fourth thing, habits are not built, not wished for. So, the secret to lasting change is tiny, repeated actions. It's boring, but it works. Habit stacking, pair new habit with existing one. Environmental cues, putting gym shoes by bed, water bottle on desk, accountability partners. So, we're gonna go back to this, right? Habits are sometimes good. We have good habits, and then we have bad habits. I have bad habits of oversharing for the lighting, but I have bad habits of oversharing. Now I don't overshare because I have a journal. Because now I could write what's going on with me in my journal by myself, and I could look back on it like, I was I was looking at the wrong things. This is more important than this, right? The habits that you install in your brain is very important. Now, I say this with affection and love, right? If you want to have a habit, you have to have discipline. You have to have discipline. Like, for example, as it said, putting your water bottle down in places. Sorry guys, my laptop's dying. But putting your water bottle down in places to remind yourself to drink water daily is so important. But if you forget one day, that's going to trickle down and be like, okay, now I'm drinking juice because I'm forgetting to put down, So those habits, those things, got to install when you want to see change. So, if you're already struggling with resolutions, don't beat yourself up. You aren't failing. You're relying on motivation instead of strategy. So, encouraging viewers to pick one small sustainable change and comment down below one tiny habit you actually stick in to 2026. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.